of
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, cool.
Perfect. So, yeah.
Good to see you and all the hard work you're doing.
Thank you.
So yes, actually, I'm very honored to be here, and I think that one of the things that I was trying to pick what I was going to talk about, and one of the things that I think that it's really important to bring forward is one of the projects that just seemed to have come up recently, which is I had always had in my head that I wanted to open a technology center and R&D and be able to get all that information out to people around the planet. And I've been blessed to actually have that kind of almost fall into my lap. And so what I would like to share is what's taking place right now. It's just been so magical. The company itself is called Corazon del Cielo, and that actually means heart of heaven. And it is a technology center that is actually going to be located near Rio in Brazil on 3,000 acres there. Gorgeous property, beautiful buildings there. It has a 500-year-old forest on it. It has a pure spring-fed water. It has fruit trees. It's just an amazing piece of property. So I'm leaving to go there on the 15th of March and begin setting everything up that we have outlined. One of the things that's really important is that the mission that we have is from the heart, and it's very simple. It's representing and making available to every person on the planet the best in proven quantum technologies that are intertwined with many ancient wisdoms. So our goals are basically to create a playground for scientists and educators and researchers and students where they have their highest visions and that can become a reality. So keeping that in mind and in our heart, we strive to provide proven results that enhance the human condition overall in mind, body, and spirit. Just mentioning that a little bit, as the consciousness is raising on the planet, the tools and resources have to shift in order to mirror what is happening within the human beings on the planet as well. So it's really important to have that information get out, which hasn't been easily accessible to everyone previously. So we actually are offering marketable products, and then we have an R&D section which supports all of the amazing things that are taking place around the planet and bringing those in to promote them, connect them with the right people, resources, tools, funding. So we're working together with biotechnology organizations, researchers, scientists, to help enable us to bring forth those technologies that weren't accessible to the general public before. So it's really important to me that this takes place as it walks alongside of the consciousness shift that's taking place on the planet. And I think as people see these things and they can get their hands on them and they can play with them and use them in a personal way or on a planetary scale, that it's really going to help shift the consciousness of a lot of people on the planet as we try and move into the next era here. And instead of fighting the old matrix, just replacing it. So I find that to be a very big draw for me to be able to do this. And it's a playground, and I love to play. I mean, I've always loved to play. So this is something that is just a magical playground. One of the other things that I would like to share is that I've got something here. I just need to pull this up a little bit. One of the things that I would like to share is that we are currently now we've merged with the Nikola Tesla Foundation and are bringing onto the land itself on site, on the Technology Center site, a Tesla therapeutic and bioresonance resort, working alongside of everything that we're doing there. So I can share that a little bit. It's quite exciting. We're going to be bringing the Tesla technologies on site, make the site very self-sustaining and be a showcase for as the new technologies coming out. So I'm happy to share a lot of that information. What I can do is kind of direct people to a website that we are currently in the process of putting together. It is not done, but it will be done by the 15th, hopefully, that we'll have everything together. But I would like to share part of the Tesla therapeutic and bioresonant information. It's actually serving as an international resort hub, bridging together all the technologies, the therapeutic technologies, and promoting the education and health and balance of mind and body. So what is happening is that will also involve where people can come on site and be part of studies, be part of therapies. And there will also be many, many workshops and lectures that are involving and promoting the Tesla technologies, which really their time has come to move out onto the planet, and for people to be able to see those in action and see them actually up and running and feel the possibilities that come with that. So I think that's quite amazing. I would like to share what the listing of goals and the mission that Boris, who is the CEO and founder of the Tesla Foundation in Brazil, has put together, and I think it's quite important to hear. It really comes from the heart. He's an incredible man, and I trust totally that everything that he is putting forward is representing the Tesla Foundation itself. So I would like to take a couple minutes just to kind of quickly go over those if we can. Part of the goals that he had outlined for the center is to provide an integrated human biofield analysis system with real-time diagnostic database available, to invite active participants in therapies, providing a healthy body and mind with scientific feedback. A creation of a mobile human biofield and feedback system, which would be absolutely amazing. Creation of a data collection and retrieval system that can be used interactively for instant therapies. One of the things that it comes up in the mission there is that to be able to offer this out across the planet, not just in one select area or to one select group of individuals. So it would be part of the vision that he has is to have the international therapies in the human biofield, physical, mental, and emotional. Sound and frequency is a huge part of it. And also many of the patent water technologies and therapies that are available through Tesla for the ultimate human biofield and the environment. The continued expansion of technologies in the therapeutic treatment. That is something that hasn't really been taken seriously, and the scientific confirmations of all of this is amazing and will be online for everyone to be able to see. There will be workshops, there'll be lectures, there'll be therapies, and a full resource facility built right into the healing center itself. The laboratories and the treatment resort will operate in perfect harmony within the Nikola Tesla Institute in Brazil technologies. And there is many scientific pieces of equipment that are involved. I won't go into that now, but they will be online. Some of them are online currently. And part of it is also including using the rotary magnetic field. So the technology for the 21st century here, in just this one project that we have, not to mention the others, which we can go into a little bit, is it's proven technology lab focusing on the human energy with measurable results. there's a lot written up on here that he put forward, but to be honest with you, that pretty much says everything that it needs to say. And all the backup, all the scientific backup is available, has always been available, but they have made a quantum leap in this area to actually work within the human body and the bioresonance within the human body. And as we all know, the human body is totally amazing. Everything that we can do out there, obviously, our bodies were created in a way that we can do it internally as well. And so what we're doing on the outside is just mirroring something that at some point we will realize and be able to activate those same avatar qualities within each and every one of us. It does require a consciousness shift to be able to do that. And I think that at some point we will reach that tipping point. We're close to that now as all this stuff is coming together and all these wonderful organizations and groups are just starting to merge together and share information and actually believe, which I don't like to use that word, but believe or know that they can do this in a physical form and that it will transform this planet on every level. One of the other things that I'd like to touch on before I move on to something else here is that one of the things that he actually has stated is that the human consciousness, he is actually putting together an open invitation that will be on site at the Technology Center for interactive therapy sessions to actually break through that ceiling of the human consciousness so that that can be available to each person on the planet. So as we move through our days, we do a lot of things unconsciously. And to be able to be on a conscious level with many different things that we're doing and decisions we're making and breath, even the breath that we're taking, and to realize that we are able to change our current situation and future situations based off the self-empowerment inside and having that knowing quality to be able to do that is something that is, the time is now. We need to move into that state. And I'm behind that 100%. And I believe it's a very powerful state, but it's also a very playful state. So everything that we're doing should be done in that mode of playfulness and enjoying life and enjoying and being excited and being aroused by every sensation that comes up. So I'm very, very honored and excited to be working with Boris. And when I arrive there on the 16th, we'll actually be sitting down and going over many of these details and putting together the formulas that need to be done for the manifestation on the ground. So I'm quite excited about that. And that will also be available online. The updates will hopefully be recording and documenting many of the things that when we first arrived there and have that available. I think information should be available, unbiased information, unfiltered information should be available to each and every person on this planet. And that includes the technologies. So that's what we're working towards right now. With the Tesla Foundation. So I will definitely make sure that we keep that together on the site as we move forward. We've got a fantastic, fantastic crew team that's coming together. My partner is Stephen Bork. He's actually out of Ireland, and we're working to bring this forward as soon as possible. Obviously, I mentioned Boris Petrovic. He's the CEO of the Nikola Tesla Foundation in Brazil. Nicholas Jeanmarie is the International Technology Liaison. He's available for anyone that wants to come forward that feels that they have a R&D project that they'd like to move to completion, or if they have a technology that is ready to put out to the public. He's available to walk anyone through that if they're interested in having that support. Leela Francis is a coordinator for the holistic services. She's amazing. She actually is through the ASC, who I owe much, much gratitude to, Dakota and Leela, and many others there, the Awakening Sovereignty Collective, and you will find a link to them on our site as well. Wenda Blake is the Welcome and Events Coordinator. She has been the business manager for a very well-known composer, musical composer for many, many years, Delightful, who will be coming on under our sound and frequency division as well. But Wenda has been amazing, and she will be there to greet people as they're coming on to the site, greet people as they're coming to events, helping to coordinate events. Amazing woman, amazing woman. John Jenkins is our logistics coordinator, and he is going to be on the ground making sure everything runs, making sure everything runs good and it runs smooth and it runs as it's supposed to, and actually helping with the communication chain, be more the communication wheel there. And we have Paulo Ferreira, who's a transpersonal therapist, author, and teacher, very well known in Brazil. One of the most centered and balanced human beings that I've met, and actually will be working very closely with us and doing many events and workshops and seminars as well. So the team is continuing to grow, and I think one of the most amazing things is that we look out for people to be. We look to people, scientists and researchers and other people, as the genius on the planet and having more knowledge. And it's just amazing to see that the everyday person that you walk into on the street, or a 2-year-old or a 5-year-old, has this incredible wisdom inside. So we want to make sure that we bring students in from around the planet and offer them scholarships to be able to